What's going on, everyone? And welcome to the
Stupid
podcast. I'm your host, Jay Les, and on today's episode, we're going into one of my other hobbies. We're going to be talking about football. Yes, so with the Super Bowl being a week away, I kind of want to give you my thoughts on the game, my predictions on who I think is going to win. And yeah, that's pretty much it. To be honest, I might go on some rambles here and there, so I apologize. But what do I think about the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks? Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not over the Patriots fatigue. I understand they got Mike Vrabel, new head coach, Drake May, new quarterback. It's still the Patriots. I mean, I've had my fill of seeing the Patriots be successful. And if you're a Patriots fan, I don't say that like as if like I just hate your guys' team. I don't say it like that. It's just you guys have won a lot recently. You know, like you guys have always been a really good team that always competed and, you know, won Super Bowl after Super Bowl. And it's like, I'm just kind of tired. I want to see someone else, preferably my team. We haven't done shit since I was born. And I was born in 91, and I think that's the last time the Commanders went to the Super Bowl. Dead ass. So I want my team to come back. It's been 34 years. 34 years that the team has been unsecured. All right? And I need the Commanders to get back into being dual paired. Because if they don't, we're cooked. But not to go too far on a tangent, though. I think this game is going to be good. I think it's going to be the best playoff game that we've had. Even though I think that the Seahawks and the Rams game was really, really good. I think it's going to be something like that. Seattle does have the potential to really kind of blow this game up like they did with the 49ers. But I think the Patriots have a really good defense. And I think Drake May is great. And I think that he won't make, you know, Josh Allen or CJ Stroud type of mistakes that'll really like hurt the team. I'm going to tell you guys who I'm going with. Some of my reasoning is my football knowledge. Like the little bit of football knowledge that I have, that's what I've used to pick to factor into this decision. The other half, I'm going to admit, it's 100% emotional. 50% is football knowledge and 50% is emotional. Let's go over the football knowledge. Sam Darnold's thrown for over 4,000 yards this season. I actually can't remember, but I know he's thrown a lot of touchdowns. His receiver, Jackson Smith and Jigba, JSN, was the number one receiving wide receiver this year. And number two was Puka Nacua. So I think the combination of running backs they have, I know that Charbonnet is injured, but Kenneth Walker had a game against the Rams. And the Seahawks have a great defense. Both of these teams have a phenomenal defense. But I think that Mike Macdonald has kind of really brought out that defense in his own way, like he did in Baltimore as the defensive coordinator. Don't get me wrong. Drake May's a great quarterback. They do have two good running backs in Ramondre Stevenson and Travion Henderson. Shout out Travion Henderson. He's from Virginia, so salute to the brother. But if we're talking about wide receivers, they got Booty, Stephon Diggs, which I will give them credit. Stephon Diggs has had a good season for where he's at in age and as well as his career, because he actually did get over 1,000 yards receiving this year. So I I can't really knock on Stephon Diggs, but it's like watching them in the playoffs. It's like whenever they need a big time play, it's like it's not like they immediately look for Stephon Diggs. You know what I mean? Like Drake May's not like fixated on him like how like Matthew Stafford is on Puka, so on and so forth. You kind of get the idea. I just feel like their offense has less firepower than the Seahawks. And maybe that's just because like I give too much credit to JSN, but I just feel like with how great Sam Darnold's playing, you know, I find it kind of crazy, kind of going on a tangent right now. I kind of find it crazy that Sam Darnold wasn't mentioned in the MVP talks. The two most popular names that I heard were Matt Stafford and Drake May. Now with Stafford out of the playoffs, I do think that Drake May is probably the front runner for MVP. But why is Sam Darnold not? I guess that's beside the point. But that's why I feel like the Seahawks, well, to go into who I'm picking, that's why I feel the Seahawks will win this game. Again, going back to a little bit of that emotional thing. The Sam Darnold journey, I think, is a true story of an underdog. He gets drafted by the Jets. He gets blasted for like 2 or 3 years. Everybody's saying he's a bust. Everybody's saying he's trash. He's not a good quarterback. The Jets wasted their draft pick. Da-da-da-da. And he kind of just stayed in there as a backup, you know, buying his time. And then he gets his opportunity when J.J. McCarthy gets injured to step in for the Vikings, and he lights it the fuck up. And shocked the world, might I add. And I feel like he's got to win Comeback Player of the Year or something. Like, he's got to be in the conversation for MVP. Nobody ever thought he would be this great of a quarterback. Nobody. Except for like maybe some draft analysts during that draft. But obviously, any player that goes to the Jets, they kind of suffer, if we're being honest. And it's just like, I love that underdog story. Drake May's young, right? And this is kind of my thought process when it comes to the Super Bowl champion and MVP. Drake May can get back into, you know, like the contention for MVP again, right? He's like 23, 24 years old. Sam Darnold, I think, is in his, he's like late 20s, early 30s. His career is, you know, maybe he's got, you know, like another 3, maybe 4 years, you know, of like really solid football, you know, but his career is kind of, it's kind of graying, if that makes sense. Getting older. And it would be nice for him to get a ring. You know, I feel like that would be like the true chef's kiss underdog story. And that's why I'm rooting. That's the 50% of emotionals. That's why I'm rooting for the Seahawks. Is because I do think while both defenses are great, I think that the Seahawks have a more explosive, compared to the Patriots, have a more explosive offense. And I do think it's going to be a close game, but I am predicting for the Seahawks to win. I would say it would probably be like 24-17 would be my my guess. But yeah. So that's my prediction. After the Super Bowl, I'm going to probably do like a football wrap up and kind of give my thoughts on what I think the Commanders should be doing in the offseason, coming into the draft, and then getting ready for the new year. So that'll probably be in the next episode right after the Super Bowl. But yeah, guys, let me know. Like, who do you guys think? Who do you think will win the Super Bowl, and why do you want them to win? Obviously, if you're a Seahawks fan, I get it. That's your team. Same with the Patriots. But I'm talking about the rest of us, where we have our own teams that are sitting in Cancun right now. Who would you like to win and why? Let me know. And it was great chatting with you guys. Thank you guys for listening. I truly appreciate every person who puts time into listening to my content. It truly means the world to me from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Well, you guys stay blessed and highly favored, and I'm out. Peace.